Next Legacy.
Aloha, everybody. My name is Jay Adams, also known as Jay the Vocal Therapist. Please donate to www.hopeformaui.org. And please just continue to share, continue to have empathy for the cause that's going on over there. Thank you very much. What's going on, everybody? You're now rocking with Jay Adams, also known as Jay the Vocal Therapist on all social media platforms. And we are now tuned in to Danaya Azure Radio.
Good afternoon, Jay. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. I'm so glad you were able to come on today. So I met Jay on Clubhouse. I've met so many amazing artists on that app. I've been in a couple of different rooms with him, and so I got to connect with him like and really talk this weekend. So, how did you originally get into music?
Um, so I've done music pretty much all of my life. Kind of like back and forth with sports and everything, because that's just how my mom taught us is with music, and um, I just been always done some things musically as far as like being in band for a little minute, then jazz band and different things, and it got to a point where I just had like a surge of different things as far as music wise. Got into the studio for like the first time when I was like 16, and it was pretty much over with at this point. Like vocally, it just kind of took me to a whole different level, sonically and artist in a artistic way. Just everything around it and surrounding it just took over. So um, I've been doing music legit since I was like 17. Yeah, since I was
Definitely.
17. So yeah.
So, who would you say has been your biggest musical influence?
My biggest musical influence, um, I won't say not a particular person, but I can say music that tells a story, not just tells a story, but music that has feeling is is people that make music that have feeling helps me out a lot. You know, people's you listen to people's stories, emotions. Um, so I can say it's definitely a community cumulative effect when it comes to like who do I gravitate to. Now that if it's talking about specific artists though, like I like pretty much everybody. Like of course, like Ari Lennox. I love like Usher. Um, all the greats, Stevie Wonder. Silk, Jodeci, you name it. Like I mess with everybody. Justin Timberlake, I mess with everybody. But as far as like inspiration to do music, I pretty much feel off everything. I'm like a sponge with everything.
Definitely.
Yeah.
So, what was the very first song that you ever wrote, and what was
The
it about?
the very first song I ever wrote.
Mm-hmm.
Um okay, obviously I'm not going to I think the very first song I ever wrote is kind of is that's a minute. I don't remember the very first one I ever wrote. I know the very first one I recorded was I was 16, and it was called like it was R&B I was like cheesy R&B song or whatever, and it was the first time like I made my made I helped this guy engineer and producer named Rob Graham. He made the beat from scratch, and we was there all night for like 2 days, and I wrote it and recorded it and everything. Like that was the first song that I made that night, and my first song was a feature. So it was like that was like my first little hit right there, and it was over with. I was like, oh, like I'm really coming through the speakers for real. That's crazy. Like it was just different. So my first song was 16. It was just a little cheesy R&B song, and I did it in Millington, Tennessee.
Yes, that is definitely what's up.
Yeah.
So, explain that feeling the first time that you heard your voice through the speakers.
I guess I guess when it comes to like singing, like when you hear, it's like when you hear your voice all the time, and it's like, oh, okay, just normally, and then you hear it on a record, and it's in, you know, like everything's blended well. Like you hear the stacks, you hear the ad libs, you hear the intro, the outro, the different overlays, the different like tonalities in the track. Like you just start hearing everything. It kind of like does something to you. It's like wow, like as a consumer, like this is what a consumer's gonna be hearing. Like I don't know if I'm hearing
Mm-hmm.
this. Like wow, you gonna feel this too. Like
Mm-hmm.
I'm kind of jealous that you get to hear this. Like you know what I'm saying? Like it's kind of like
Yeah.
wow, like that's kind of crazy. So um to listen to it and hear it and hear like no turn the beat up. I just want to hear the vocals by himself. Like it's like wow, that's crazy. These are my vocals. Whew.
That's what's up. I love it. I love it. And R&B singer and Division One player is here right now. Mr. J Adams is here on Danaya Azure Radio. So you do football and music.
Mm.
I know how high school football is. I can't even imagine what college football and trying to do music is like. Please explain to people what a day in the life of Jay Adams is trying to do music and football.
Child, it's the next. I'm not gonna lie to you. It starts from 5 a.m. and it don't get done till about midnight. I'm not gonna lie. It just don't, man. It's and I'm a health administration major, so like it don't it don't stop. It goes from treatment to pre-practice to meetings and flex and actual practice and meetings afterwards and lunch and then meetings again. Then you finally done with football stuff, and then you're trying to get some rest, and then you like, oh, got a studio session for a couple hours, studio session. Then trying to get other producers, other different writers, other different people to come to the studio session to make it a more because you got to have a team. So just always just adding people and bringing them with you as well, just to experience the same thing and and them to work too and stuff, and you're there for a couple hours, and then you're listening to the session that you just had, and then you're still writing ideas down, doing different things, and already it's like 11:30, and then you're like, okay, gotta go over like playbook and different stuff that I learned from earlier. Finally, maybe get you a little something to eat, and then it's already almost 12:31. Like, okay, let me get a little bit rest. So like you walk into the door late already. You like, oh snap! Like I gotta get up in 5 hours. Ugh, it's a grind, man. It's a grind. And you gotta love it. You really gotta love it for real.
Okay, so you know how you got into music, but how did you? How old when you started playing football?
I was like 11, like 10, 11, playing football. Yeah, it's like 10, 11 playing football. I was in music was just how we just learned things, but like actual like me choosing it was like choosing was actually came a little bit later, but like playing football, I played football and did music around the same. I chose music around the same time. So I just they always tell me like you can't do both, and I was like, you tripping? Yes, I can. You know what I'm saying? So I've been on that thing to prove like I can do both, and I can do both very very well. So I'm blessed to be of the 2.8% of high school football athletes to be able to play Division 1.
Wow.
Of the many high school football athletes to play Division 1, it's only 2.8, 2.9 that play D1 football, and to be in that percent means like it just feels good to be one of the best football players like in the country. You know what I'm saying? Like to be able to be recognized as that, and because everybody don't get to do this, so
Mm-hmm.
it's definitely a blessing. Um, the same approach I do with music and known for music is the same way I do football. So it's definitely a blessing.
So how did you originally get into football?
my dad played, and it's so funny. Like my dad played, and he's musically inclined, so it was like it kind of just fell on me, if you will, and I just like gravitated towards it. So, um, like being able to do football really well, and my dad sang baritone, so like he was a trumpet player too as well. So like him being able to sing really well and also play keys, and then my mom was a big sports person too, so it just kind of it was already in the house. So it's like of course it was kind of like destined for it to be on me, I guess you could say. So
That's what's up. So, singer songwriter, Division 1 football player Jay Adams is my guest here on Danaya Azure Radio. What has been one of your most memorable experiences at a performance?
memorable experiences. Um, I remember this was during um this was actually last year. Yeah, this was actually last year. I just got done with practice. Yes, I had just got done with practice, and I had a show to do in Oklahoma City where it was had Maserati J was there, TSF was there, DJ Work with Cash Money MHG was there. So I had a neighborhood Barbie was there too as well. So I did a show out there, and I was like, okay, well, I had preparing for a game too. So just finished practice, shower, had to drive to Jackson, Mississippi, leave there, fly to there, fly to Dallas, fly to Oklahoma City, get there, and I just remember like my teammates was like calling because they knew I had a show, and they was like, "Bro, you already there already?" I was like, "Yeah, bro." Like they was like, "Just start recording, like record the whole thing, record the whole thing." So I was like, "All right, cool." So man, I just like the whole itinerary, getting picked up from the airport, or like making sure I'm good, like doing little sound check stuff and waiting in the green room and like just meeting everybody, all the artists, and I'm like thinking like they don't even know, but like I just got off the football field like not too long ago, like that's kind of crazy. You feel me? So had a really good performance. I remember like I was just got I just got taken out. I learned so much on that trip. I got to meet so many different people, connect with different people, and like just had that moment was just a really was just a really big moment for me for sure in Oklahoma City. So that's probably one of my favorite times performing. One of my favorite cities to go to, but and also like one of my like favorite things happening at a performance. Just the whole camaraderie of everything was really nice. So definitely dig it.
Definitely. Who would you say would be your dream collaboration, living or dead?
My dream collaboration. Okay, as far as like producing wise, production would have to be Pharrell. Yeah, production wise would have to be Pharrell on the track with me. I want me and two other people. I just don't. I just want me and two other people. I think that would be. I think that'd be hard. Um, or even not even just that. Like me, Pharrell, Justin Timberlake. Shout out to the hometown city, Memphis, Tennessee, and this is so hard. That's so tough. Me, Pharrell, Justin Timberlake, and give me Jamie Foxx, bro. Give me Jamie Foxx.
Ooh, that would be sick.
Give me Jamie Foxx.
Yes,
Give me
I
Jamie.
can
I
totally
was thinking,
see that.
bro, like, do I? I think folks understand. Do you not know how lit that be to have a record with Jamie Foxx? Like,
Mhm.
that's hard, bro. Like, not everybody got a record with Jamie. He's very particular about who he get on the track with. So like me, Justin, and Jamie would be crazy. Like
Yeah,
crazy, and then produced by Pharrell.
that would be crazy.
That's
That would be
that's crazy, bro.
insanity.
That'd be insane. Like that'd be insane. That then the vocal range is like all across the board. Like it's all across the board with the range, the writing ability, the skill. Like I'll definitely like that's a studio session that you want to be in.
Right? Oh my goodness. That would be such an epic session.
Like just
So,
be a fly on the wall. Like yeah,
right? Exactly. So, with everything that you've done so far, what would you say has been your biggest struggles when it comes to music?
biggest struggle.
Hmm.
Um, I can say for me, my biggest struggle is just finding people to like help push me in that. You know what I'm saying? Um, I always say like to me being talented has never been a problem, or having material has never been an issue. It's just like having that backing to help do it is just a struggle just in general, especially with me playing sports. Like being in college, like that's the hardest part for me. It is. Um, Finding people to want to like collab has never been hard, or find people to respect what I do has never been hard. Cause like I always say, like not dissing anyone who raps, but it's like, but when you tell people like, no, I sing for real, it's like a whole different type of it's a whole different
Yeah.
type of respect that comes with that.
Yeah.
Because like and I've been told like, but not everybody can sing for real. So like, or being able to like gladly crank out notes without without it being an issue has always been the it's not always the case with everyone. So
Mhm.
I'm blessed and I don't take this gift for granted. Um, but it's definitely the backing. Um, and find backing and finding people that's really down for it, just like you are. Like I'm blessed to have a good amount of people, but you know, the amount of people that I thought I would have to what I have now is like, dang, I thought we'd have more people, but I'm blessed to have the people I have now. Um, that see my dream just like I see it. So
I mean, you definitely have a good support system. Shout out to my girl Polka who reconnected me with Jay. I was like, wait, I was in a room with him before. He's really good. So
yeah,
definitely, definitely. So, um, what's one piece of advice that you would give to someone that says they want to be a singer?
you said what again?
What's one piece of advice that you would give to a child who says they want to be a professional singer?
She pissed up. You said? What's one piece of advice that I would give anyone wanting to be a singer?
Hmm.
Um, listen to. Don't be afraid to listen to a whole lot of music. Like go explore different varieties and different types of music.
Hmm.
Go listen to classical, go listen to R&B, go listen to gospel, go listen to pop, go listen to reggae, go listen to different types of music because it all connects back to each other. Like you always want to be that artist that no matter what the beat is, you can do something with it. You can create. No matter what the canvas is, you can paint on it. That's
Yes.
how I like to think about like um it doesn't matter what idea or what track it is, like you want to have I like to call myself like, yeah, like I'll call it how I like to think is like vocally translating things. So like I can hear a track and being able to process it, and within 30 seconds to a minute of hearing it, I can already say I will do this here, I'll do this there, I'll do that here. As far as like laying it out. Now the wording part, that usually comes after I mess with it for about an hour or so. But as far as the structure of what I'm doing, as far as the cadence wise, I'm usually already know what I'm gonna do with cadence about a 30 seconds to a minute of any song, of any track I listen to.
Nice.
So that just helps with just how much music that I just listen to in general. Um, just kind of like even with me in practice, like after watching film and doing things for so long, I'm already knowing like the first few couple of plays, what are we gonna run? What position on
Mhm.
the field are we gonna run it to? What side, the field or the boundary? Like it just comes with just with experience and practice really. So first things first, being a singer, listen to a whole lot of music. Don't be afraid. Like try. Don't be afraid to sing what you hear. Like if I would say, bro, you if you can hum it, you can sing it. So like if you humming it and you like, oh okay, I know I can sing this. Like I'm gonna try to sing it. Open your mouth and sing it. Like like you're listening to it, you can hear it for a reason. So definitely do that, and don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to fail. At singing. Like certain, so don't be afraid to reach for. There's certain songs that are like vocally that are stretched for me. Believe it or not, like it's
Mhm.
certain songs that are like, oh, I don't know about that one, but I always like look to push myself and say I know I may not get it at this moment now, but I'm gonna catch myself and I'm gonna mess around and do it,
Mhm.
and it's gonna be like, whoa, okay, I knew I could. I just had to get myself together. you know. So don't be afraid to fail. Don't be afraid to push yourself. Um, that's really it. The coaching will come. The all the pristine, the little knickknacks and fine tuning will come. But as far as like understanding the art and the creative process with that, that's what you fall in love with and start with. Because there's nothing more than going in the bathroom and trying out and listening to different notes and doing different things. And
Yes,
you're like, wow, like that's hard. You know what I'm saying?
definitely, definitely. So before we get out of here, I want to make sure that the people hear your amazing voice. So are you ready to sing for us?
You said what?
Are you ready to sing for us?
Oh for
Like,
oh for sure. So give me 1 second.
all right, I'm going to go ahead and put you up solo.
Oh for sure. Um, which
Let me
song?
know when
Which
you're
one?
ready.
Which one? Okay, let me see. Let me see. I'm gonna say feelings. I'm gonna say the one we just dropped earlier.
Awesome. Go ahead.
Feelings got me in my feelings. Why won't you take control? Now I'm in the deep end. When I'm gone or I'm down and out, then you know it's real. If you don't try to figure out how I made you feel, yeah. Feelings got me in my feelings. Why won't you take control? Now I'm in the deep end. When I'm gone or I'm down and out, then you know it's real. If you don't try to figure out how I made you feel, yeah. So there you are.
Beautiful. I like. So it's called Feelings.
It's
So
called
when does that record
Feelings.
come out?
It's already out. Feelings is on all platforms. It's with my creative group JTS. So we just dropped that earlier this a couple weeks ago actually, and it's already has over 6,000 plays on Spotify at the moment. So
Nice.
definitely give it some love.
That is definitely what's up. So when everything is said and done, what do you want your legacy to be?
I want to be one. I want it to be one that helps invoke emotion in people. I want to affect people in the right way, in a positive way, and that's what I look for my music to do. I want to show it's okay to be vulnerable. It's okay to tell what's going on. It's okay to feel this way. It's okay to try to look for understanding here. It's okay to try to mend relationships in a positive way. It's okay to be angry, but to not hurt people, but to be angry. It's okay to tell about what's going on. You know what I'm saying? So all those things are different level and different modes of emotion, and that's just kind of that's what I want my legacy to be. And you know, That's what I want to be. Yeah, the monetary value and everything will come, and all the different things will happen, but that's not the goal. The goal is to be emotionally available for people, and that's what I want my music to be.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And you're doing some amazing work. I see you as a vocal therapist.
Yeah, so like I want to be there. I want to be therapeutic for people where, like, you come to me with different things going on. Is like my music helps explain it
Hmm.
in a way. You know,
Because music definitely is about healing and bringing people together all over the world.
that's what
Because
it's
it
supposed
definitely is
to be.
a universal language.
Facts.
Well, I thank you so much for joining us. You are amazing. I look forward to hearing all of your new music and all the projects that you're doing.
Thank you. I really appreciate you so much, and it's been a super pleasure being on your show today. Like, it's a super pleasure.
Thank you again. I appreciate you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Take care. Bye. Aloha, Maui. My name is Danaya Azure, host and producer of Danaya Azure Radio on the Next Legacy. I'm asking you to please donate at www.hopeformaui.org. People down there in Maui really do need your support. This was a tragic situation, and we want to help them rebuild and make sure that the community who built that nation, the community who are living there, are the ones who truly benefit. Thank you so much for listening. I appreciate each and every one of you. Please continue to express what makes you unique. Have a blessed day.
Next Legacy.